All right. This is Always at the Top podcast. Hello, everybody. This is Always at the Top podcast, and I am so thrilled to see you back again here at the place where we heal, where we cultivate, where we communicate, develop, integrate, raise up our life standards, and prosper to become better. Always at the Top podcast stands for being awesome and great and humble. So me and my team here are very humble for you guys to have started all this journey with us since day one to become a better version of yourselves, to raising up your life levels and standards, to trust you in your abilities to create healthy habits and to bring into life a new version of you, to bring into the next stages of your life a new version of you. So thank you for coming back again here at the place of joy, achievement, happiness, where your successes, achievements, and commitments are guaranteed to become better and better. We are here to produce great wine, and great wine takes time to become. Thank you for understanding that everything that you are focusing on right now is preparing you for the next stages of your life. After seeing and producing with integrity topics that brought us where we stand right now, our journey will start to produce more efficient and effective podcasts. Now our podcasts are expanding in timelines, and therefore we will have greater content for you to incorporate into your life. Now that we are more confident ourselves, we can commit to a much more expanded episode, so difficult topics can be much more and beautifully and gracefully explained for you, so you can improve your life journeys along with us. So we are very grateful once more for each and every one of you, and we are so happy to see you here again. I will now start to say to you, like, share, follow, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, because we want to expand our territories to the north, east, south, and west, so more and more people can come here to heal, to experience joy, commitment, achievement, successes, goals, everything that they need to experience. Maybe they can heal a part of them because of you. So if you share, like, and follow and subscribe, many others will know about us, and we'll reach new levels of expanding our territories, let's say. So please subscribe. I cannot emphasize that enough, because without you guys we cannot go anywhere. So please do subscribe to our channel. So saying that, thank you in advance for subscribing. Now we are going to focus on episode 19 of Always at the Top podcast, and we are so happy and grateful that we are still here to talk about the new episode topic. So I will take this moment to appreciate each and every one of you who has taken time to listen to us and to experience everything that we have said, the tools, the protocols, the tips in prima persona, the Italians say. So remember to always start small, so you can tackle every problem, every situation, every relationship issue that you need to face right now. So this is the moment to take some time off and to step back and to listen to the new episode that we are producing for you guys. Please don't forget that you are an amazing, no matter the circumstances that you are facing right now. Remember that you can do it, because you have all the abilities and the values and the integrity to achieve everything that you want, no matter what you are facing right now. So small steps, tackle everything that you want to tackle, and become better each and every day. This is why we're here for, and this is a new guidance from us. Never give up. Always believe in yourself. I know this sounds like, it's more said, it's better said than done, but I want you for real to believe in yourself and to understand that you can achieve everything that you put your mind on. You are amazing. You matter. Alright, so let's focus now on episode 19 of Always at the Top podcast. So, this new topic will focus on timelines and how can we expand our daily routine with that. So, raising up our life standards for good, we can incorporate everything that we have already spoken about and which are available for you day and night to your disposal in our YouTube channel. Everything that we have already talked about, the life audit, the raising up our healthy boundaries, to communicating better, to have goals, vision, everything that we have already talked about is in there for you, at your disposal. But there's always a but in life. We need to have a timeline for every goal, objectives, projects that we have, so we can start to see actually the results of our life decisions that we have made. Having a timeline will bring us so much closer to our heart desires and resolutions, in every area of our lives. We will we will concentrate on this topic because we think that it is this precise moment that we need to make some precious facts, and we need to talk about this timeline topic, because everything that it is followed up and when we incorporate a timeline will make our life easier and better. But why is that so? So let's dive into some more deeply into this topic, so we can understand the knowledge and we can prosper with that knowledge in every area of our life. What is a time frame anyway, and a timeline? So to start off this great conversation, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, a time frame is a period of days, weeks, months, years within which an activity is intended to happen. And a timeline, according to the same dictionary, is the order in which events have happened, or a line, picture, etc., that shows this, or a plan that shows how long something will take to make things happen, or a plan or an idea on how much time something will or should take. So basically, we need timelines or time frames to have a period in time that shows the order in which related events happens, a plan that shows the dates when different stages of an activity or process should be completed. But why a timeline is even necessary to reach our goals and to raise up our life standards. See it this way. If you are struggling to have the bigger picture when it comes to your work or your life, and you are under toxic relationship, you don't have the strategy that you need to have, then a timeline is necessary. Organizing your projects at work or in life is as much about structure as it is about clarity. So structure and clarity. A timeline provides a visual representation of all tasks, putting things into context. As stated above, but let's emphasize that one more time. A timeline is a visual depiction of planned events intended to help you understand the order of occurrence. Timelines are beautiful, awesome, because they help you see your goals as a whole rather than as a list of disconnected activities. They bring clarity, so what might be a messy plan, they can clarify everything for you. Timelines are particularly essential for visual learners who genuinely respond better to a visual representation of information. A clear and concise timeline answers all the questions of team members, helping everyone to stay on the same page and to identify, manage, and rebuild potential issues early on in an efficient way. So, a clear and a concise timeline answers all the questions of team members or family members, helping everyone stay on the same page and identify and manage and rebuild, if it's necessary, potential issues early on in an efficient way. Is a timeline necessary for every goal that we have? No, timelines are not necessary for every goal, but they can be helpful. If you feel that you need more structure or you're struggling with making progress, you can create timelines for different areas of your life, including your health and fitness goals, work-related goals, family goals, financial goals. So this can be associated so beautifully with the episode of live audit that we have made on the first episode of this 15 Raising Up Your Standards episodes. So timelines and live audit can be so beautifully integrated together. If you never used a timeline before, start with the short-term goals that you have, and more you progress, the more you will go to the longer-term goals. Breaking new habits takes time, and timelines can help you stay motivated and focused and be productive throughout all this process. If you are finding yourself struggling to make progress, consider creating a timeline that includes all of your goals. This could help you identify all your areas where you are falling behind and allow you to make adjustments where necessary, is necessary to help you tackle everything that you need to tackle. Timelines are crucial because it can bring you clarity, as stated above. You can achieve your goals, short, mid-term, and long-term goals and they can give you so much more than that. So you can experience healing throughout the process of tackling of your goals. You can raise up your standards, nevertheless of the problems. You can have a better daily routine, or weekly or monthly or yearly routine. They can help you be on track with everything that you are experiencing or you are expecting to experiencing on, and you can be much more focused and productive in every goal that you want to reach as soon as possible, right? So now let's focus on what are the benefits of having a timeline in more details. So the benefits of having a timeline in more details are: 1. Improved communication and accountability. Having a timeline can serve as a common language and allows for clear communication, so you can plan strategically and accordingly. This is a way for you and your team or family to clearly communicate what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and by whom. Sure, I repeat that. Improved communication and accountability. Having a timeline can serve as a common language and allows for clear communication, so you can plan strategically and accordingly. This is a way for you and your team or family to clearly communicate what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and by whom needs to be done. Second, it's a way that you can plan strategically, you can stay on track and get the results you want. This way you can create a vision for your goals and focus on what you are trying to achieve. So you see, every episode now is trying to convert into a product. You see what we are doing here? So each episode carries tools, tips, protocols so you can incorporate. But these little episodes that are going to be like 25 minutes or 30 minutes are crucial for you to understand them even better, because you now will have a product which will help you to reach every goals, objectives, and to be successful in life. You will have a product which is called a timeline. And the benefits, the second benefits of having a timeline is apparently you can plan strategically, you can stay on track and get the results that you want. This way you can create a vision for your goals and focus on what you are trying to achieve. Third, a well-organized timeline can help you avoid getting caught up in small details and instead focus on the bigger picture. Now, don't focus on small details, instead focus on bigger picture. Fourth, providing a visual representation for periods in history and organizing large projects and events easily. All right. Fifth, tracking progress. Easily checked. Timeline. This is what a timeline is. Tracking progress. Sixth, better time management. We have already talked about this topic. Time management is a practice of using your time efficiently to complete tasks. When you have a timeline, you waste less time figuring out what to do and where to focus on. A timeline can provide you where your work needs to be involved, and when done right, effective time management means less resource waste and healthier life. Bottom line. Yeah. So better time management. Seventh, improved motivation. Yes, when you see that your timeline flows and works, you get motivated and optimistic, and you will grow, and you eventually will open up with the progress that you are making. So keep going. So improve motivation. 8th, ensuring important tasks are done first. This is a milestone in per se. If you have 10 tasks, let's say, throughout the day, what you need to do is to tackle first the most important ones in the beginning of the day, and then the rest will follow. Once you dismiss with the most important steps, you stop procrastinating about tasks in general, because you are an achiever. Number 9, a deeper understanding of progress. Let's say you do happen to fall behind schedule with a project. While that's a bummer, the advantage of a timeline is that you can reorganize when you have fallen behind, and you can react as quickly as possible too. So a timeline is important because we can tackle back any project that we are falling behind. Number 10, better collaboration. You have understanding, and you can do things with everything that you have, and your collaboration skills will grow too in this process. So having a timeline will grow your mindset in an easy and productive way. So here are the 10 benefits of having a timeline. Improved communication and accountability. It's a way to plan strategically. It's a well-organized timeline can make you focus on the bigger picture. Can provide a visual representation for periods in history and organize large projects and events. You can track progress. You have better time management. You will be improved in motivation. You will ensure that important tasks are done first. You will have a deeper understanding of what progress really means, and you will have better collaboration throughout the process. In other words, timelines visualize the sequence of tasks over a period of time. They also include milestones, which are the road makers of projects that you might have. Timelines can be very helpful, but you choose what you think is best for you and your daily schedule. With that bear in mind, don't overtask. Track your progress, and let's see more deeply how to create a timeline in 7 steps for your better understanding and how a timeline should look like. So let's continue. Remember, a timeline is a visual representation of a chronological sequence of events along a drawn line that helps a viewer understand time relationships. I'm going to repeat that because that was awesome. Remember, a timeline is a visual representation of a chronological sequence of events along a drawn line that helps a viewer understand time relationships. A timeline should include the series of events and activities, milestones, and tasks that you want to display on your graphic, along with their dates to make their occurrence over a particular phase. John Weber, founder of Carver, says that prior to using a timeline template, we faced challenges like miscommunication, missed deadlines, and scope creep. Implementing a clear timeline helps align expectation, create accountability, and ensure that everyone stayed on the same page. Now let's focus on our attention in deepening our our knowledge step by step with a step-by-step guide on how to create a timeline in 7 steps. Number 1, define the scope and create a brief. Start with defining your scope with a clear creative brief, which irons the scope of work and helps you to create a timeline. For example, a scope of work can include your objectives, goals, your deadlines, your messaging, and your style guideline, the dates when it will start and when a task will end, your budget, resources required, and the list can goes on and on. This gives you a starting point of what's required, right? Number 2, divide your project into multiple phases. This is when you start a breakdown into small manageable phases. This makes it easier to assign roles and resources for each phase. In this phase, is required for you to research, plan, be creative in ideas, to have experience, to have a quality assurance, resolution feedback, etc. Now you can visualize the steps, and who will be responsible for each of them. Number 3, make a list of the tasks under each phase. List out individual tasks that falls under each phase. After you have your list, break it down further into sub-tasks. Number 4, connect your task dependencies. Identify tasks that rely on others for completion. You cannot do all alone. You need help. Can identify your source of help from God, from your family, for your co-workers is essential. Number 5, assign roles to other people. For example, someone can be responsible of the creative project, and someone else can review the phases regularly, etc. So include this in the timeline and do a color code based on the individual team responsible. It is a visual way to track projects and inform respective individuals when is their turn to contribute. Determine how long each task will take. By doing this, you provide a clear time frame for each task. Add these to the timeline in chronological order. Also, modify the timeline based on the information you have. Number 7, draft your timeline and get it reviewed. After you have the estimated duration, draft the timeline from the expected start date. Share it with others and get feedback. Make adjustments. Optimize it and then finalize it. So in a summing up of this section, which I love, the 7 steps include: define the scope and create a brief, divide your project into multiple phases, make a list of the tasks under each phase, connect your task dependencies, assign roles to other people, determine how long each task will take, and draft your timeline and get it reviewed. Then finalize it. Why successful people use timelines on everything that they are doing in their life. Why successful people basically are successful. Why? Because they use timelines. A timeline necessitates planning. You need to break down your larger goals into smaller ones, manageable tasks that can be completed within the set time frame. This process of planning not only makes your goals seem less daunting, but also enhances your ability to strategize and allocate resources efficiently. This is called strategic planning. Once the goal is set, the next step is crafting a detailed plan. Number 2, which is related with number 1, crystal clear vision. This is the first step to achieving everything in life, is to have a clear, vivid vision of what you want to achieve Successful people in particular know exactly what their end goal looks like. This clarity fuels motivation and guides decision making. Number 3, consistency and discipline. Goals are reached not through sporadic burnouts of effort, but through consistent daily actions. Successful individuals are disciplined in their routines and understand the power of incremental progress. They stick to their schedule and strategies, knowing that each step takes them closer to their goals. Adaptability. The path to success is rarely clear and linear. Successful people are quick to adapt to changes, whether it's shifting market trends in real estate or ending consumer needs. They embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Resilience. Resilience is perhaps the most crucial trait. The journey to success is often paved with setbacks and failures. Successful individuals view these as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. They learn from their mistakes and they move persistently forward. Number 6, live by learning. Successful people never stops learning. They never stop learning. They continually seek new knowledge, skills, and experiences. This commitment to personal and professional growth keeps them ahead of everyone else. So, why successful people use timelines to achieve everything in their life? I think we were clear enough. Now, as you can see, a timeline is part of every of these elements. Let's look a bit closer to each and every one of them so we can realize this as a process that will bring you closer to your end goals. First step, knowing exactly what you want requires you to have a timeline to think about your vision. It always starts with this point in time. Think about what you want to go, what places you want to visit. You first think of where you want to go, whether by yourself or your family or your friends, and then care on the planning process. So how, when, etc. You are awakening to some timeline where your plan will succeed. So you are breaking down every step into smaller ones. Consistency and discipline. A timeline requires consistent daily actions. Successful people are disciplined to stick into their routine and never winds up, never underestimate the power of their daily progress. They adapt quickly. The key word here is the ability to adapt, to change, to accept challenges, and to face challenges as they are their next opportunities, their next triumphs. They are resilient. The timelines include setbacks and failures. This might slow you a bit, but with you being resilient, you are taking your power back. You are taking every roadblock as an opportunity. And finally, lifelong learning. You will never end to progress with this street. Lifelong learning. Knowledge, experiences, skills, everything that you already want is in there. This is what successful people do to incorporate a timeline for their not only achievements, for their own beautiful life that they have, wealthy and prosperous. That was it for today. Topics regarding timelines and their importance to accomplish our life goals and to raise up our standards. So come back as much as you need to this episode, because the details here are immense and you can learn from them, and most important part, you can incorporate them into your daily routine. So let's sum up the topic now. So we have talked about timelines. What are timelines? We have talked if a timeline is necessary for every goal. What are the benefits of having a timeline? Improved communication, accountability. You can plan strategically. You can avoid getting caught up in a small details and focus on the bigger picture. You can provide a visual representation, better time management, tracking progress, improved motivation, ensuring important tasks are done first, a deeper understanding of progress, and better collaboration. We also have deepened ourselves into a step-by-step guide to creating a timeline in 7 steps. So let's remind them: define the scope and create a brief. Divide your project into multi-phases. Make a list of the tasks under each phase. Connect your task dependencies. Assign roles to other people. Determine how long each task will take. Draft your timeline and get it reviewed. And finally, we have talked about why successful people incorporate timelines into their life to make achievements sound easy. Because it will bring them to plan, because they will create a clear, crystal vision, because they are consistent and disciplined, because they are adaptive, because they are resilient, and because they never end to learn. So please come back to this episode as much as you want, because the details, the frame details here is so much important for you guys to listen to the episode for 2 to 3 times and to start incorporating each tool, each tips, and each protocols into your timeline. So thank you very much for your interest in building a better version of you. Thank you for your interest in incorporating new protocols, new tools, new tips into your daily routine. Thank you for becoming better and better. Remember to subscribe to our channel so we can reach more people, for them to benefit our free content and podcasts. And also, this means so much to us, because we are putting our efforts here to building up these podcasts and to and these episodes to see the change coming into your life and to reach out. It just means the world to us. So thank you again for every time that you have clicked like, comment, subscribe, follow our channels, Instagram, always at the top podcast, and YouTube channel, always at the top. Thank you very much as always. We'll see you next time, folks. Be a blast and be a blessing for everyone else. You're awesome. Thank you. See you next time. Always at the top. TK here. Happy days.